In this video, I'll show you how to use Google Translate. Teachers may want to translate their instructions for their assignments or other things in Google Classroom. And to do that, you can click on the outside of the text that you want to translate, and while holding down your mouse, you can keep dragging until all of this text you would like to translate is selected. Then you can right-click on that text with the mouse, or if you're using a laptop or a Chromebook, you can use 2 fingers to click on the trackpad at the same time, which will show this menu, and Google Translate will be an option in the menu. When you click on that, it will open in a new tab. I still have my Google Classroom here in this tab. Opened a new tab here for me. And you will see the original English. Over here is where you can change the language. So I'll click Spanish. It will change automatically. I can also have it read this aloud to me. So if you were in a meeting with a parent, you could even have it read aloud to you in the middle of your Google Meet if you came to this page. You can also find this page anytime from anywhere, not just in Google Classroom and not just if you highlight text. But if you just click on the Google Translate icon here and click Google Translate at the bottom, that will take you to this page. You can type in this box any text that you want. How do you translate Jackrabbit? Libre. And then you can listen to it read aloud. If you set the language, this one's just automatically detecting that it's English. If you tell it, yes, it is English, then you can also turn on voice input so you can speak words into the screen as well. And have it read aloud to you. So if you and a family are talking back and forth, you can do that as well, even when you're in a Google Meet session with them. If you would like to copy back the text to your Google Classroom, now this isn't the right instructions anymore, but you just click right here to copy the translation, go back to your Google Classroom, wherever you want it to be, and the same thing, you can right click and paste, or you can use 2 fingers to click on the Chromebook and paste as well. For your students, if you have something that is not translated, this is also a good way to teach them how to translate for themselves. They can select it, right-click, Google Translate, and then just click on Translate here. If they're a struggling reader or a young learner, then they can listen to it.
Autora e ilustradora.
And this is a good option for our families as well. In addition, most websites, although not Google Classroom currently, most websites, you can translate the entire web page at once. So I'm going to use an example. When it loads. As soon as you're ready, you can click on the Google Translate icon, and if you just click Translate this page, sometimes it takes a moment, and it may be because this website's still loading. There you go, it takes a second, but this bar will open at the top of the screen. Then you can choose the language you would like it to translate into, and it automatically changes the entire website into that language. You can, with one click, switch it back to the original and go back and forth. If you're working with a family, or if a student wants to check the English and the Spanish, they can just do that one at a time. If you're working in your classroom, one thing I forgot to show you, and you already have Google Translate open in a tab, I think it's even faster to, if you find something you want to translate, that's another way you can select your text, is by triple clicking really quickly with your mouse. That will select all the text as well. And then just copy the text. You can come here and paste it, and that will translate it as well. And then I could copy this back. And there. Google Translate is not perfect, but it's pretty good. And it's going to help us translate a lot more than we could with the capacity of our staff. Oops, Senor Jones, not Senor Jones. Senora. okay, for example. So that's a quick way that you and your students can translate with a tool that's already installed and built into the Chromebook.